Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This is Aquia exclusive, and today we're doing something a bit different. This is a cash stuffing video, and I'm going to be cash stuffing $1,000, and I want you guys to come on this cash stuffing journey with me. So I'm not new to cash stuffing per se. The first time I attempted cash stuffing was early this year, January, and while it was going well, it was just not something that I committed to. I've had it in the back of my mind to try to get back to try to jump back into, and it just has not happened. I have had some crazy expenses this year, more than I've probably had in years past, but I've been planning ahead for 2025. If you're anything like me, if you're watching this video, you probably are here because you are interested in getting ahead financially in the new year. You're interested in getting on top of your finances, whether that is becoming more financially literate, whether that is just paying off some debt. Maybe you really need to save for something, a goal of yours. Either way, let's go on this journey of financial discipline together. I'm very excited, and I do believe in propelling yourself into the new year by starting ahead. Okay, do something different that no one else is doing. Do yourself a favor and get ahead of the game. So today we are going to be starting off with $1,000. And like the title says, you guys, this is cash stuffing for beginners. Cash stuffing made easy. So even if you're not starting off with the amount that I am, you can still participate in cash stuffing. And I'm really going to show you how to do that. I'm just working with a bit of a larger amount today. But again, this method is going to work out no matter what your budget or how much you're working with. If you hear any funny noises in the background, my cat is keeping me company in here. She loves to oversee the operation. So that's just Ebony gracing us with her presence if you hear her. Before we move forward, be sure to like, subscribe if you feel led to. There will be many more videos like this as I embark on a financial journey, and you will be able to join in, leave a comment, let me know what your goals are for the new year when it comes to your finances. For me personally, I just want to get better at clocking my spending. Okay, that's my biggest thing. Is if the money is there, it's there, but I know that I'm spending it. And I'm not always keeping track of what I'm spending it on. I want to get ahead of that. We don't want any more unnecessary spending, frivolous spending, just not knowing what the heck we're spending on. So I'm looking for discipline when it comes to what I'm buying, what I am saying yes to, what I'm saying no to, how much money I really have to work with, what's going towards bills, what's going towards priorities, and what's going towards enjoyment. So let's get started. This is a binder that I picked up off of Amazon. The link will be in the description below. And before we actually hop into what's inside the binder, let's talk about what I have right here on the side. So this was also included in the purchase. So if you guys click on that link, you are going to also have this included with the binder. So here we just have some budget sheets. And this is just so you can get started with a category. There's also the beginner's balance, and then there's going to be the date, description, plus or minus amount, and then what your balance is at the end. Came with some cute funky stickers. We love some stickers. These are really, really cute. I actually liked using these in my planner earlier in the year, and I'm going to utilize that in the same way. If you have a worksheet did not come with this, but if you have one, like a budgeting worksheet or balance worksheet, you could utilize these as well with that. These are just some labels that it came with. Not really sure what I would use this for, but I'm pretty sure I can get creative and find a use for it. So here we have some of the different labels, and this is how you can label your envelopes. So I've already gone ahead and used a few, which I will show you, but there's so many different categories that you can choose from, and I really like that because you might have a different category depending on the season. So it's nice that you can kind of switch them out when necessary, and they'll go from there. For instance, you have some transportation. Tax season is coming, so there's taxes there, charity, household, so different things here, personal, income, food. So I really like these. And then they also have a $1,000 savings challenge game that is included in this. And this is where you would just kind of scratch off in the back different amounts here if you are participating in the game. So going straight into the binder, I have just a pen here, and then I'm actually going to take that and put that to the side because we're going to get ready to use that very soon. All right, so these are the different envelopes that I have. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I counted that correctly. There's about 8 envelopes that it comes with. You can purchase extra envelopes on Amazon. I'm actually going to be doing that because there's some more categories that I am going to need to stuff. So I actually made that order already, but I'm going to be working with these categories here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be switching out one of the categories. So I'll show you just how easy that is. And the category that I'm going to be switching out is hair. Now, the reason I am switching out the hair category is because for 2025, I would like to just have an overall like sinking funds, I guess you can say, for my self-maintenance. So it takes a little bit more than just hair to get me looking together. And I'm going to just have an overall category. So for now, let me just stick this over here. I'll figure out a better place for it. In the meantime, it can just go right there. But I'm going to call this envelope Beauty. So it's just an easy peel off, like so. And voila. And Beauty, because this is the category that's going to contain funds for my hair, my nails, any waxing that I do. What else can I say? If I want to do like a facial, if I want to... Ebony. If I want to do a facial, if I want to do Botox or any kind of management, any Botox, anything like that, anything pertaining to beauty, is going to go into this category. Hair just wasn't encompassing enough, and I did find earlier in the year that I would be taking from the hair category and using it on my nails, and I just felt like that kind of is confusing and defeats the purpose. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. And to do so, I'm just going to move these out of the way for now, and we are going to go ahead on in with our budget sheets. Now, the budget sheet is double-sided, so this should last you per category for a good amount of time. If you're doing this bi-weekly, you might end up needing 2, but I'm gonna try to be doing this like monthly or bi-weekly. We'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead with our first category here, which is groceries. So I'm gonna go ahead on the budget sheet and just write in the category groceries. And let's put today's date, which is 11/18/24. And I'm gonna go ahead and start. Let's get this bad boy off of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with, for groceries, I'm going to do some groceries over at Trader Joe's tomorrow. And so realistically, I'm going to spend about, I'm gonna put $100 in groceries just to start. So that is where I will rate. This is plus 100, and that makes my balance now $100. I promise you it's easier than it looks. I don't know why I'm struggling to open the envelope, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. So we have $100. All right, so now beauty. I am going to be getting my nails done. If you guys can tell, your girl needs a fill. So my appointment for my nails is on Thursday. I'm doing both fill and pedicure. While I'm there, I will also be doing my eyebrows. So we're gonna go ahead and put $200 into beauty. 100. $200. And same thing applies. You just want to grab your budget sheet. Go ahead and just write everything in. If it's already going to be inside the envelope and you don't feel like reiterating the category, you don't have to. But just for the purposes of education in this video, we're going to do that for each one. And we're going to put this beginning balance at $200. Date it once again, plus 200, and then ending balance is 200. And that is going to be our beauty fund. Now, I could put more than $200 in here for beauty, but I am just going to discipline myself right now to just say, because I know I have this appointment coming up, it's going to be $200. Now, I do want to allocate all of the $1,000. So towards the end, you'll see if there is anything left over, we may go back in and add or subtract. Vacation. This is my favorite category by far. So I am going to put a good chunk of change in the vacations just because I am like a worldwide traveler. I already in 2024 I've been to 7 countries and I already have 3 trips planned for next year. So we're gonna go ahead and start off real hot, real strong with vacation. So starting off with vacation, I'm gonna go ahead and put, let's see. We may end up coming back. So like, I'm not gonna write too much in here for now, but just to start, we're gonna go ahead and put $100, just 100. And I do like all of my bills facing the same way. If you're anything like me, the girls that get it, get it. So 100. Gas, I am going to go ahead and put 60. And as you guys can see, or at least I hope you can see, this is a pretty smooth and easy process. And it's going to be up to you what you need for that week, for that month. This is additional money that I had on hand. So there will be another video where I will be discussing how I budget and I allocate my actual paycheck. But for the purposes of this being additional money that I had on hand, the way that I'm allocating it is just based on need. If you guys notice, as we are going through, you will see that I'm not actually allocating money towards full-blown bills like utilities, rent. That is going to be more when I am allocating the funds directly from my paycheck. So this is miscellaneous funds that I had on hand that I'm able to put into these categories specifically for the purposes of what we've already used. So these are more like personal sinking funds. There are going to be some things that are recurring costs like gas, of course. And so just keep up with me and you'll see exactly how this works out, especially in the video that shows how I allocate my paycheck. So moving forward, I said $60 for gas. That's going to end us at this balance of $60. And that would probably last me in my Toyota Corolla a good 2 to 3 weeks. I don't really go anywhere, you guys. I go to work and home. I might do some socializing and things like that, but I don't really put too many miles on my girl. All right, education. So this one is going to be a little bit tricky for me because if you guys have been watching my channel, you will know that I've recently got into grad school and I start in January. So this is going to be for, I do have student loans. So this folder is going to be for me to challenge myself to pay on the interest of my student loans even while I'm in school. That is going to help me tremendously when it comes to the overall balance of my loan. And so that is exactly why I have this envelope in here, because if I am able to hit that goal of paying the interest while I'm in school, it is going to help me on my financial journey. So to start strong and just get everything started for this category, we are going to just put in, I want to go ahead and do 100 to start us off. Debt. So this is going to be, I'm going to come back to this envelope because I'm not sure what debt expenses I want to pay off here just yet. I do have debt that I pay from my paycheck. So I don't know if I want to actually hit this category with these miscellaneous funds yet. So we may just go ahead and leave that one there for now. Dining out. I actually have a birthday dinner, or excuse me, birthday brunch that I'll be going to this weekend. So I already know I'm gonna be having me a nice little cocktail, a little appetizer. I might even feel like bringing a little something home with me. So dining out is definitely going to get a good chunk of change. Let's say $140. I'm just organizing my bills, which I should have probably done off camera already, but you guys, alas. $140. And I'm not going to write the balance or the full amounts on the budget sheet just yet. I want to make sure that I allocate all of the money prior to doing that, or at least as much as I can for the purpose of this video. Pet care. You guys already heard me say my cat Ebony, who was in here scratching some stuff up, only God knows what she was doing. But I am going to go ahead and put some money in here for her because that is a recurring expense. Her cat litter, her food, any shampoos that she might need. Thankfully, she's very healthy. She doesn't have any medical expenses, so I don't have to allocate for anything like that. This is just food, general care, some toys that she has, and cat litter for the most part. So for her, I'm just going to need to put in 60, and that should hold her over for at least a month. I'm just grabbing another balance sheet for that. All right, so as you guys can see, we are all through my envelopes that I have, and so I am going to go back because I want to use all of this money. I'm going to go back and look at categories where I can put some more in, where maybe I was being a little bit, you know, frugal. So for groceries, I know that's a constant. Your girl has to eat. I only put $100 in here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and up it, and we're going to go ahead and put another $100 in this envelope. But before we do that, let's go ahead and see what our balance is before we get started, so we know what we're working with. 1, 2, 40. Okay, so we did pretty good. All that's left is $240. So with that being the case, let me go back through my categories. Again, I have groceries, I have beauty, vacation, gas, education, debt, dining out, and pet care. So now that I know what I'm working with, groceries is one of those expenses that you always need money for. So I only put $100, and that was for the purposes of, I know I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow. However, there may be a couple more things that I need depending on which stores I go to. There's no such thing to me as having too much money for groceries. You know, you have to eat, you know, you have to cook. It's worth adding money to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put another $100 into groceries. Okay. And I'm just going to now update my budget sheet. So we added in another $100. I'm just going to turn this one into a 2. So our ending balance is $200. So that means that tomorrow when I go grocery shopping, I'm gonna go ahead and take out all of the money from this envelope with me, and then keep my receipts. When I get home, I'll record how much I used and what the remaining balance is. Beauty, we're gonna leave her alone. Vacation. So now we get back to debt. And this is why I left debt empty, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. But now I have use for it here with these extra funds. So I'm going to go ahead and allocate the rest of the cash that's remaining from our $1,000 cash stuffing into debt. Let me go ahead and grab a budget sheet, quickly write in debt as our category. Date it, description, I already have the title there, so no need to reiterate. And let's go ahead and count this out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, $140 is going into our debt. And I am satisfied with that. I'm actually going to flip these because I like to see it when I turn it over. So there you have it, you guys, and on the screen you are going to see just how I allocated all of my funds, how I allocated my groceries, my beauty, vacation, gas, education, debt, dining out, and pet care. That is cash stuffing made easy. So like I mentioned, you guys, it doesn't have to be a chunk of change. It doesn't have to be a lump sum. It can be whatever you have. If you are working with $20, if you are working with $50, however you want to allocate those funds. And like you saw with me, Not every single category has to have something right away. You can wait till your next paycheck. You can wait until you run into some gifted funds or miscellaneous funds, or if you have some extra funds, especially with tax season rolling around, when you get your taxes, that could also be a great time to decide, hey, let me do some cash stuffing if you're able to. And I know we live now in society where credit cards and everything's on auto pay, but I still feel cash is king. If you are going on a financial journey, it would maybe be a great idea to use the new year to jumpstart into financial freedom. Get yourself a binder. It does not have to be fancy. It does not have to be the best looking thing. My favorite color is pink, so this was just something that I saw. I was like, this is cute. It'll make me happy when I'm using it. But you guys, take it easy. Let's go the simple route. And I just thank you guys so much for joining me in my first cash stuffing video, and we are going to get this together. We are on the journey to financial freedom, financial discipline, knowing and tracking our spending habits. Now, the last thing that I'm gonna do once I'm done with you guys is I am going to go ahead and put everything that I just did here today into my budget sheet on the computer. So I do use a Google Sheet to make sure that I have everything that's going on with my cash stuffing in two places. Yes, it is a great idea to have a backup, just something that's maybe more detailed to really track your finances. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I utilize Google Sheets to create a budget and to also record everything that I'm doing in my cash stuffing, please put a comment down below. I'll be happy to share that with you guys in another video here soon. But again, thank you for tuning in to another Quia exclusive. Until next time.